is TalkTV.
Well, hello and welcome to the show. I'm David Bull. I'm standing in for Vanessa Feltz, and here's what's coming up on the show. The best interviewer in the business. Tributes to chat show legend Sir Michael Parkinson, who has died at the age of 88.
They've definitely had a tough time and they've definitely had to show their resilience.
The scramble for a university spot. A-level results fall to the worst level in 4 years after the return of normal exams post-COVID. And the Prince of Netflix, Harry, releases a dramatic trailer for his Heart of Invictus documentary as he prepares to kick off the games. Well, give us a ring on 0344 499 1000. You can also text TALK on 87222. You can also tweet us at TalkTV. Well, a truly terrifying day for all those people who got their results. Actually, it took me back many, many years to the day I got my own results, actually, and I feel so sorry for many people around the country. If you did get your results, I hope you got the results that you actually wanted. We'll talk more about that a little later on. But first of all, let's get the news headlines with Emily Rose Adams.
TalkTV News at 5.
Thank you, David. Sir Michael Parkinson has been described as irreplaceable following the chat show host's death at the age of 88. His TV career spanned across 7 decades, and he interviewed the world's biggest stars on his long-running chat show, including Muhammad Ali, Sir Elton John, David Bowie and Tom Cruise. He passed away peacefully at home last night in the company of his family. Sir David Attenborough has remembered him as a proud Yorkshireman beyond region or class. Well, Mark Wogan, the son of legendary presenter Terry Wogan, has told TalkTV Michael was one of a kind.
He was a one-off. He was very uncompromising in his style, very different to Dad from the respect that he came from a journalistic background, but you know, deeply professional and deeply skilled at what he did.
The proportion of top marks handed to A-level students across Britain is down on last year, but still above pre-pandemic levels. More than a quarter of pupils have been given either an A or an A star, down by around 9% compared with 2022. 79% of 18-year-olds receiving their results today have gained a place at their first choice of university. Earlier, these students shared how they were feeling.
I was a bit stressed this morning, but now I'm relieved. I'm fine, yeah. Good. I'm happy with my results.
I only wanted 3 Bs and I got 3 As. So that means I'll go to Oxford.
It was more or less what I expected. I was happy with some of them. I mean, overall, I think it was a positive. I done well.
But social mobility experts say this year's A-level results show a growing disparity between the most and least advantaged students. Baz Mariah is head of policy at the Centre for Education and Youth, and he's told us it's worrying to see such differences in grades.
It's a very difficult day for lots of young people. Lots of young people, as you say, have failed to get those grades, and we don't have all the data on this just yet, but we do have some data that suggests that it's young people who are from poorer backgrounds who are losing out on those grades this year. So we know that the number of top grades awarded in the northeast, an area with a particularly high level of child poverty, has fallen, whereas the number of top grades awarded in London has actually increased.
More than 60 people are feared dead after a boat carrying migrants was found off Cape Verde in West Africa. 38 people, including children, were rescued, and almost all those on board the boat, which was at sea for over a month, are thought to have been from Senegal. The British Museum has started an independent review of its security after valuable items from its collection went missing. The Times is reporting the museum's curator of Greek collections, Greek sculpture and the Hellenistic period, Peter John Higgs, was dismissed this year after items thought to be worth tens of millions of pounds were found to be missing. Well, today, Higgs's son Greg said his father maintained his innocence and that the dismissal had come as a huge shock. The number of births in England and Wales has fallen to its lowest in 2 decades. Nearly 605,500 babies were delivered in 2022, down 3.1% on the year before. Experts believe the trend is partly down to women focusing on their education and careers and couples waiting to have children until later in life. And pub bosses have called on the government to loosen licensing rules for Sunday opening hours and alcohol sales for the Women's World Cup final. The Lionesses will play Spain at 11 a.m. after beating hosts Australia yesterday. But industry bosses have warned that licensing rules could mean some venues will be unable to serve pints or open early for excited fans on the day. Now time for a look at today's weather with Nazanin Gaffer.
Times Radio sponsors TalkTV weather.
Hello, I hope you enjoy today's weather because it's basically going downhill from today. As you can see, waiting out in the wings is a massive cloud. It's a front bringing with it thundery downpours initially, then another batch of heavy rains, as well as that very strong winds as we head into tonight. In fact, those rains will be affecting parts of Ireland, Northern Ireland, in the way of showers throughout tonight, and brisk winds developing down towards the southwest with some heavy showers by dawn across the West Country. Everywhere else, a mostly dry night and humid as well, with clear spells across northern England and for Scotland too. So a muggy start to the day for tomorrow, and already some thundery downpours out towards the west. There is a warning from the Met Office for those thunderstorms for southeastern parts of Wales, central and southeastern parts of England. They will be slow moving with some heavy downpours moving northeastwards across England, Wales and Northern Ireland through the day. Scotland stays mostly fine though, and still very warm and humid for many. Then into Friday, and the next batch of wet weather moves its way northeastwards across the country and into Saturday as well. Sunday looks to be a day of sunshine and showers.
Times Radio sponsors TalkTV weather.
Well, thank you very much indeed to Emily and Nazanin. Now let's move on to our top story, because tributes are flooding in for the legendary chat show host Sir Michael Parkinson, who has sadly died at the age of 88. He's being described as the greatest interviewer of our age and somebody who owns Saturday night TV, thanks to his sit-downs with some of the world's most famous faces.